guys, welcome back. It's Alicia, and I hope everyone is having a wonderful, beautiful day. It's actually kind of gray and dreary and probably about to be like a snowstorm, but I just got back from my dentist appointment. It has been 6 weeks since my last appointment, and a few videos back I had mentioned to you guys that some of my O-rings had gotten loose and fallen out. It's not the actual metal of the O-ring, it's kind of a two-part system. So there's rubber inside the metal housings, and the rubber is what sticks to the implant, or what the implant kind of clicks onto and holds it in there. So just the little rubber pieces had fallen out of a couple of my metal housings. So I could have gone in sooner and had them change those O-rings out, but I don't really live nearby the dentist, and since they told me it wasn't an issue and I wasn't having any problems with suction or fit, I just didn't ever go back out there. So I figured I would just keep this appointment that's already been made for my 6-week checkup. So now it's been about 2 months. I could be wrong, maybe it's been almost 3, but I think it's been about 2 months since I've had my my new set. And you can see me better now because it's daylight, but here's a little sneak peek of my extensions. I have them up in a ponytail right now, and it's definitely not perfect looking because I'm not a morning person, and this was an early appointment, and I am also not the kind of person that can stay up late, get up early, and then once I get moving, feel better. Like, if I'm overtired and I didn't sleep enough and I have to get up early, that tired feeling never leaves, and I need a nap. I need lots of naps. I'm a nap queen, for real. Like, I really love naps. I could make a whole video about naps and how much I love napping. Like, yeah, I don't know. I think I even liked it when I was a kid. But anyways, those are my hair extensions. I definitely will be doing some videos about my hair, and I probably will do those videos on my other channel, my beauty channel, which is Princess Glitterhead. There are no videos there yet. So I do have subscribers, and you can join that channel if you want to. The link will be in the description, so that you'll see the videos, the first one, whenever it gets there. But I have a whole list of videos for that channel too. But my extensions and my hair talk will most likely be on the beauty channel. So anyways, I did slightly mention these. Maybe I should say. So in case anyone's wondering though, these are by the brand Bellamy, and they are the Guy Tang Balayage Ombre line. They are 22 inches and they were 220 grams, and it is a 10-piece clip-in extension set. So that's that, and the rest of the details and everything I'll make sure I include in a full video when I do that. So anyways, enough of that, but that's how that looks. I love it. I like that it's so easy to clip it up in a ponytail, and then I can just go, and it's just a nice change, you know, from like a short little ponytail that I've been dealing with, and now I get a long one. So anyways, so I had my appointment today. I wasn't sure, damn it, wasn't sure if this was still recording. Okay. Anyways, so I've been doing good. I've already updated you guys a few times, like through the past couple months, and how I've been doing. Everything's been doing great. My only issues were having a couple sore spots on the lowers on either side. Other than that, and the rubber of the O-rings coming loose and falling out, other than that, I really didn't have much to complain about. So I wasn't sure if I was going to see the dentist himself today or someone else, you know, and I always get nervous before I go back just because I feel like, I hope they don't have the wrong impression of me. Like, I don't know. I shouldn't care, but I do care because I'm a nice person. So I don't know. Hopefully everything's going to be fine. So I just wasn't sure, you know, I don't want them to hate me or whatever. But I don't know. I'm rambling. Anyway, so I was just nervous. I'm always nervous when I go in there. And I just went in with a positive attitude. Like, I wanted to be really friendly and upbeat. I'm very happy. I love my teeth. I want Dr. Shatkins to know how much I love this set of teeth. And I want him to know how much I appreciate everything he did to make them fit me, to make them as good as they are, because I'm in love with them. Like, I really love them, and wasn't expecting that. So anyways, wasn't sure if I was seeing him today or not. So I came in and I didn't see the dentist. They just had one of the nurses come in and talk to me or whatever. And I've worked with her before. I don't know her name. She's a taller, long hair blonde girl, and she's always been very, very nice. So she told me, since a couple O-rings fell out, she's like, we'll just replace all the O-rings for you today, and that'll be fine. And she said, but do you know if they put the tighter ones in or the regular ones in? And I said I wasn't sure because my first set was so tight and hard to get out for 12 days. It didn't come out after surgery because it was so tight, but I was also really swollen. but I didn't know there was an option of tighter O-rings. So she said, yeah, there is the option. So we're gonna put the tighter O-rings in. When she said she'll give me the tighter O-rings this time and see how I like them. She doesn't like to do that to people that really freak out when they can't get their teeth out. And since I'm pretty used to it, like I wasn't worried about it. So I just figured, you know, the tighter the better, I guess, then the more stable they should be. Even though I'm not worried about stability. And even when the rubbers fell out of the top too, it didn't affect the stability. It didn't affect the fit or the suction or anything. Like food didn't just start getting under there. It was just that I could see that they were missing. Like I couldn't feel it. It was not something I could feel. So, she took the teeth out, or asked how the fit was, and the bite and everything was good. So she started working on the O-rings, and she said they were so tight to get in, it was hard for her to even like push them down in the hole. So she knew they'd be tight on me, and then she gave them back to me and told me to try them on. It took a minute to like even push them up on the O-rings, but they loosen up fast because it's rubber. So even though it's really tight, you know, once you put it up in there and get them out a few times, it really helps like get them loose. And then she said, you just don't want to be soaking them at all. Like don't do the overnights, don't soak them in anything, just plain water, like a drop of Glitterhead crystals, you know, here and there, maybe once a week for less than 5 minutes is fine. But you can speed up the O-rings coming loose by soaking them too much, and you want to be careful about that because it's supposed to cost $100 to change your O-rings. They didn't charge me anything this time, which was really nice, because I think partly because I've only had this set for about 2 months, and they say the O-rings are supposed to last about a year, so you wouldn't expect to have to change them like 2 months later. So that was really nice. And then I showed her my sore spots, and she looked around, she could tell and see them, and she said she just doesn't want them to turn into like scar tissue and start to harden, which I guess can happen. And I didn't even think about that. And I've been going around with these sore spots for the last couple of months, not thinking it would do any damage, but I guess it can. So if you have any sore spots, you don't want to let it go for too long without mentioning it to your dentist. And they did give me some things, if I can find them without dropping the phone. So she was looking at them. She asked, I told her I've never tried like Benzodent. And she said, well, have you ever tried the topical cream? Have they ever given that to you? And I said, no, they did do a swab, and they made it numb in the office before. But she just gave me this, and it's called Gum Aid. It says Gum Aid Analgesic Adhesive Antiseptic Benzocaine Ointment. And she just said I can have it for free. She wasn't going to charge me for it, so I don't know how much it would cost. I haven't used it yet, but it's like Benzodent. It's like benzocaine topical numbing. So that's going to be really nice. She said to use that when I start taking my lowers out tonight to clean them because of the sore spots that I have. So since they're so tight in there now, I really have to like push to get them up, and it's going to be rubbing the sore spots, and it will make them sore. So she said to put that in there and like do it while the teeth are still in. So you want to put it right under the gums, and she said it will seep under there and like all into where it needs to be, and then try to take them out after it's numb, which is really good. And then I got a new chapstick because Dr. Shackins makes his own chapsticks. If I could find that, I will show you. And I really love his chapsticks. I'm not sure what it is about them, but they really are nice. Crap! There's one. Let me see. Okay, here's one. I got this one today because it was red, very festive. They have ones with green lids, ones with blue. They're all different flavors. The red one is called Sherry, or not Sherry, it's called, what is this? Where does it say? Shirley Temple Lip Balm, SPF 15. But it's got their name right on it. Got Aesthetic Associate Center. And the dentist's name. How cool is that? I love your chapsticks, Dr. Shackins. They are an amazing formula. Like, I use them every night before bed, and I wear them every morning. Highly recommend. Anyways, what was I gonna say? So she gave me that lotion, which is really nice and great, because I just haven't gotten around to buying any Benzodent, which I really should. But then she gave me the lowers back, and it actually took even longer to try to get the lowers to click down because they were so tight. It's almost like they wanted to pop themselves off instead of going fully down. But she also took off a little bit around the bottom fronts because that's where the sore spots were. So she did this cool thing they haven't done before, but she took the teeth out of my mouth. Is that what she did? How does she do that? Maybe she put the teeth in my mouth. Yeah, I think with my teeth in my mouth, she took a blue marker and then like drew on where the sore spots were. No. Sorry, I'm screwing this up. I think she took my teeth all out. She took her marker and then she drew on inside my lip. She covered the sore spots with the marker, and then she put my teeth back in. And then when she took the teeth out, it had the blue marks on the teeth exactly where it's hitting wrong and giving me the sore spots so that she could just do the little adjustments on them. So I told her, you know, I don't want a lot of adjustments because I'm really scared that they're going to take it away, take some acrylic away, and then all of a sudden food's going to be getting under there and I'm going to be able to pop them out with my tongue like, you know, every meal, and I don't want that. So I've just been nervous about having anything adjusted, but she just did a very little bit. It's very minor, so I really don't feel it. My sore spots aren't aggravated yet, which is a really good sign, because usually anytime I go to the dentist, I end up with sore spots. Usually if it's even just a minor adjustment on one side, the other side will get affected. So she did take some off of both sides and the middle and then put them back in, and I didn't use any numbing. And at the moment I have no sore spots at all. So that's really awesome. I think I will know by morning if I will have new sore spots because of these adjustments or not. Usually I can tell by the next day. But then she was telling me something really cool, and I'm gonna try to wrap this up because I'm literally sitting in the Walmart parking lot and I have to go in and get some groceries really quickly, and then I have to go to freaking court because I had a headlight out and I got pulled over with that. Lucky that I didn't have to go to court for Easy Pass going out to my dentist. Like 2 times I made the mistake of driving and sailing right through a freaking Easy Pass, and I don't have an Easy Pass. I just got in the lane and then there were so many cars behind me I didn't know what to do, and there was no humans in the booth, so I freaked out and I just went through, and I was like, well, I don't know. I've actually gotten mail before saying that I ran like a toll thing or owed money, and then it was the wrong license plate. So I was like, well, maybe they won't even know it was me. But they do. They sent me a freaking ticket and I had to pay that. And I think it was $8, but if you let it go, it's like 50 some dollars within the next month. So just letting you know, if you blow through an Easy Pass, they will catch you and send you a ticket and you will have to pay a fine. And that's not fun. So I had court tonight just for my headlight. Not really worried about that. Got to get my groceries. Was going to tell you what the nurse said though, because I thought it was interesting. So she said, Dr. Shackins has come out with some new products. And I said, came out with, what do you mean? Do you mean he invented them? And she said, yeah, he did. Within the last 2 months, he's developed these new products and invented them himself. Like, he designed the whole Snap-on system on mini implants. You know, the man deserves a lot of credit. And, oh, all right, so before I tell you what he invented, the nurse had to check my gums and told me that at my next visit will be my gum and implant cleaning, and it will be about $100. You can go find, like, usually implant cleanings are covered by insurance, so you don't have to pay the cosmetic dentist $100 to do the implant cleaning if you'd rather have your insurance pay for it. It's just personal preference what you'd rather do. I like keeping all my care at the same place, so I'm more inclined to pay them the $100 and have them do the implant cleaning how they want to. But today the nurse went with, you know, like when they do your funny bone on your knee when you're a kid and they like hit the kneecap with that hammer and it makes your knee pop up or whatever. She had one of those little tools and she went around and like kind of knocked on each implant, like, and I was sitting there thinking, that's gonna hurt. Oh my God, it's gonna hurt. Like, I was like, my brain is trained to think I'm gonna have nerve pain from that, but I had no pain whatsoever. And she said, wow, you know, your gums are like, these are super clean, super nice. Like, this looks amazing. You have super healthy gum tissue. You're doing great. I was like, really? I was kind of, you know, because I haven't had an implant cleaning yet, so I wasn't sure how much I'm cleaning myself at home, but they did give me a water pick and I use it, and I know that's very helpful. You know, I follow the instructions they've given me, but I was just worried because, I mean, most of us with dentures have come from a place of having shitty, horrible teeth that are always either in pain, breaking, or, you know, getting cavities and abscessed. So I was and am and always will be worried about my implants and having them as clean as they need to be and hoping that they don't ever have a problem like natural teeth did in my past, you know what I mean? But it was just really nice confirmation to hear it from her that she said my gum tissue looks super healthy, they're super clean. Like, there was no she didn't have to like tell me anything about make sure you're doing it this way, make sure you're getting up in there, you know. Like, she can tell that I'm taking good care of them. So that was really nice to know. And it is very important. You have to take care of your implants. Don't forget the implants. They're very important. I have done cleaning videos in the past, but maybe I'll do another one like at some other point and show you a more in-depth how I clean them and how I clean my teeth and everything. But so she was telling me about those products Dr. Shackins had made, and she said a lot of people have problems with either the O-rings not being tight enough or the O-rings being too tight, and you know, everyone's different in terms of what they want. So Dr. Shackins has made, hopefully I'm remembering correctly, but she said he's come out with and made these new housings, and she said there's like yellow, green, pink, maybe orange. They have some kind of color to them. I don't know if it's just a different inside material in the metal, but then she was saying, like, if at some point you feel like these teeth just aren't working for you anymore, they're not fitting well anymore, they're shifting too much when you eat, or they're coming loose and falling out, or like whatever. She said, Dr. Shackins has made this new process and these new options. And there's one way of like redoing the housings completely, where you fill it back in with all the material, and then they line it back up with the implants, put the new housings in, new O-rings, and then they put your teeth back in. But that's kind of a process because they're adding acrylic, and then they have to take it away, and you know, you have to go back through the process of getting them to fit just right. But I thought it was really cool that he's invented these new types of housings, which I think means like different ways to secure the teeth in your mouth. Maybe not, they won't all just be like the O-rings, like there's other ways to do it. So that was about the extent of what she told me, but I would like to know more. So when I go back in February, I might ask him, if I see him himself, I'll ask him to explain to me his new developments and things that he's invented. I think that's really cool, just within the last 2 months. But the nurse said everything that he's doing, it's going to mean a lot for people who have dentures and who have mini implants or implants, whatever. But he's making changes so that just our world is going to get so much better. And there's so many more options. I'm really lucky that I live right nearby this dentist that does specialize in mini implants. And I'm very, very grateful that my surgery and my implants and extractions and all that kind of stuff, that very important stuff that, you know, that's not to take lightly. Like, I had no complications from surgery. I had no implant pain after surgery. I had minimal swelling, no bruising. Like, my implants have never been sore. My healing has been amazing. Like, it was a very clean, thorough, really well done surgery, very professionally done. And I can't thank him enough for that. So, you know, anyways, I think that's all my updates for now. It's getting dark. I got to go into Walmart and try to remember all the meals that I want to make this month. How fun. If I'm forgetting anything, I will probably leave it in the comments. But for now, I guess that's enough. I always feel like I'm going to only talk for like 10 minutes, and here it is. It's 18 minutes and it's about time to go. But anyways, I hope everyone's having a beautiful day. I hope this was slightly informative about O-rings. If you have any questions about that, please leave them below. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. I love you guys. I hope you're having a very Merry Christmas and happy holiday season. I'll see you soon. Love you.